What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Right now we're on our way to go look at some different quartz options, and in this video we're going to be installing the cabinets, carpentry, and countertops. Cue the montage. Alright, so we're pulling up to the first countertop contractor's place. So I have two options on the countertops. One option is go with a guy like this. His name's Kevin. He has a little shop, or actually a pretty big shop with a little yard. He has his kind of own supply of countertop material. He has his own crews and whatnot. He has a pretty established deal where he will supply the material, he'll do the fabrication, and then he'll also do the installation. I know he has pretty good prices because he works for some production builders like I do with my roofing company, so he already has some good prices. I used him on the last house. He's done a very good job, but that's one option. Buy someone who does the material and the labor, turnkey, everything, don't have to worry about anything. My other option that I'm going to be exploring is just hiring a guy. I met this guy maybe about 3 weeks ago, and he doesn't have a shop. He just has a truck and some tools where I purchase the material and then he goes and picks it up in his truck, fabricates it, and installs it like that. I'm going to get prices from both. That way I can see, you know, maybe this guy just has good prices and that's best case scenario. Or maybe this guy's going to be $1,000 or $2,000 more expensive, and I could save that if I go purchase the material and go with the other fella that doesn't have quite the operation that this guy does. So that's the two options I have. There's kind of the benefits to it. I'm looking for black countertops for the island, white thin countertops for the vanities. Yeah, we'll just have to see what he has. But let's go check it out. That's fun. All right, so I think what I want to do is the white thin stuff on the vanities, and then for the kitchen, I want to do the waterfall island like last time. But I think I want to do black, all black there. So show me.
There's a slab.
What would cause
a scratch?
What would cause that scratch?
Well, it's anybody. So anything that if somebody drugged something across it, it's just something to watch.
So like normal wear and tear might be a scratch after.
It's gonna be fine. Just got like you're gonna rent it, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta watch your renters.
Could happen.
Could happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good color. Can you show me something that kind of looks like gray concrete-ish, kind of like the floor?
You don't see a lot of solids.
Oh, I see.
A lot of solids.
Yeah, I got you. You see this guy, he has his own, all his kind of own material. So he can handle everything turnkey. I don't have to do anything but say, I want that, and then the job's done. And he does a good job on the installation and everything, so that's it. Perfect. Okay. I'll tell you, yeah, I started building this house and I film everything. And the thing I'm doing for this house, I'm trying to finish it in 60 days. And next Friday is the 60th day. So there's been one or two things that have been cut it close, but so that's why I'm like, finish Friday.
Send me something.
Okay, I'll send that.
Send me something quick, I'll give you a
Yeah, I'll for sure send that to you this afternoon.
Okay.
That's it?
Cool. Yep.
All right, appreciate it. Be in touch.
Yep.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go in the store and see what to do. I guess we probably just walk around and look at what they got, but I'm go inside and see what they say. Hi. I guess I just wanted to look at what y'all have, I guess. So, I mean, how's it work? Do I kind of just go out there and walk around and look?
Yeah, let me get you to sign to that binder first.
All right. All right. Okay, perfect. I'll go take a look. Thank you. Look at this. They got a big selection here. Oh, that's a cool black. It just has, the other guys had specs. This one just has a couple lines. That's the same one that he had with some specs. I think we're gonna go with black after thinking about it. Fucking chew. Oh, all right. We got it priced out for this place to supply the material. $1,900. That's for 4 slabs of quartz, 2 slabs of the 2 cm thin stuff, and 2 slabs of the black thick stuff. So $1,900 for the material. I've already been quoted $3,200 for the fabrication from one guy, so I already know based off of going this route, I would probably pay about $5 grand for the countertops. I'm gonna get a couple more prices before I make the decision, obviously, and we'll check back in on the day we're installing the cabinets and countertops. Told y'all I built this bitch. All right, so it's like day 51 of the build. Got the carpentry material all delivered, and tomorrow the carpenters are gonna show up to install this in the cabinets. And the problem is they usually use the front yard to work, but we're gonna be pouring the driveway concrete there tomorrow with steps, so they can't use that. So they're gonna have to use the garage, but if I left it like this before they showed up tomorrow, they would likely fucking leave and say, oh, we ain't got no room to work. So I'm gonna cover this holes up a little bit, and they'll have to use this area. And they can't go home because we only got 9 days left to finish the building. So let's get to work. Ah! All right. All right, so this is good enough to where now I think I can use 80% of this area to work, just not this. Obviously it's in the way, but you know how carpenters are. Looking the women of the construction industry. So we'll get the carpentry started tomorrow. Fucking crying because they don't want to help put it in. Nobody, they all just want to show up with the material fucking right there for them to go like this and install it. Like, I said, oh, come help. And so, you want to help? ¿Quieres ayudar or no? Yes. Yeah, right. Mama's way. All right, I think like 8 days left in the build, something like that. As you saw, we just unloaded all the cabinets. My carpenter could have assembled them, but it would have took him like a whole extra day, and he didn't have time, so dale. I had the company assemble them, and since they assembled them, I had them delivered instead of going to pick them up because I couldn't fit them all in my truck, and they don't have a team to like unload them in the garage, which is a joke. So I had to ask my guys to help me unload them. That took maybe 10 minutes. It wasn't too fun. So anyways, I allotted for 2 days on the carpentry, which will be the cabinets, interior doors, and then like trim, baseboards and stuff. And he said that they can probably knock out all of the cabinets, everything I just said, in 1 day. So maybe by the end of the day, they'll have most of the carpentry done. The only problem is I did not do my job as my responsibility as a builder is to check and make sure everything's correct. Whenever they frame the house, I didn't make sure that all the interior door rough ends were correct. So I ordered 4 doors that don't fit. Instead of like paying my framer to come out and cut open the drywall, reframe this door opening, and then my drywall guy to come back and repair all the drywall, which probably in the end would have cost me like 500 bucks. I just ordered like $700 worth of doors to avoid any delays and whatnot. But ultimately it falls on my shoulders and my responsibility, but ultimately the damn architect that I paid $7,000 for the plans did not list the door sizes on the plan. So it's his fucking fault. I don't want to use them again. Fuck them. I could have been avoided if I were to check the rough ends whenever they frame the house. Here's the cabinets. You can see right here. So it's going to be a combination of this wood grain look, and then also right here is the black cabinet. That's an update. The carpenters have gotten started. We'll check back in at the end of the day when there's actually some work done. All right, it's 3 o'clock on the carpentry install day. Here's some progress on the cabinets. We got the wood grain look ones going along the wall, and then we're gonna do a black island, and I think we're gonna do black countertops on each. And then over here, we got a couple of the doors installed. Here's the powder bath, here's the utility room. Here's what the door's gonna look like. Just a smooth panel, solid door. Got the casings in, so making progress. 3 o'clock, got maybe they're gonna work another 3 hours. It's 3:05. I have to drive 45 minutes into Houston to get a couple more pieces that I left off the order. Then I'll come back. Hopefully they'll have 99% of it done, and we'll start interior paint tomorrow. Told y'all I built this bitch. Today, interior, we're starting the interior paint. So some of the painters are here caulking the baseboards and caulking all the trim and whatnot. They're gonna be prepping for the paint, and over the next 3 days, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, they're gonna be doing the interior paint, and they should finish about 90% of it. It's not gonna be too transformational because the drywall is already white and textured, as you can see, so whenever they paint, it's not gonna be like that big of a deal. So we're not gonna film too much of it, but in between now and then, we gotta deliver and install the 4 missing doors that I ordered incorrect sizes for, then we'll finish the interior paint. And that's the update for day 53. Hey, y'all fucking weirdos, don't be coming on my fucking property, okay? Because I keep the thing on me. You're taking a risk walking over here. Look, buddy. Fucking idiots. Don't come on my shit. September 13th, so I guess it's like day 57. And right now, we're installing the countertops. They started installing about 9:30 this morning. Right now it's 12 o'clock. I think only about an hour left. Let me give you all an update on the countertop. So we shopped for countertop. Remember, I went by one guy's shop. He had a little selection. Then I went by the big supplier. They had a big selection. Long story short, I sent the installer to pick up the black slabs of countertop from the big supplier. That's who I originally was gonna go with. And they went 2 days in a row to 2 separate locations. And I think there was like 7 black slabs and I only needed 2. Every single one had a scratch on them. So I ended up paying like $200 just for the installer to drive back and forth to find out black ones had scratches on them. So in order to finish the build in 60 days, and you know, it is what it is, I had to choose a different color. And this is the color I ended up going with. It's this like gray color, kind of similar color to the flooring. So hopefully it just kind of blends in with the flooring and it doesn't contrast too much. That's the hope. I'm yet to go in there and really see. I ended up going with the first contractor that had a little shop, and I selected this from one of his available colors. So let's go check it out inside and see what they look like. Chaba! It's in your way?
No,
It's okay? Okay, you're good. Oh yeah, they look good. They kind of match. I think once they're clean. Yeah, we kind of got lucky because he didn't have that too big of a selection, but I mean, it's like 98% match, so I'm happy with it. So we did, this is the kitchen. We did a waterfall here, so the countertops go down each side. That right there, it is a lot extra on the fabrication and also on material, but more so the labor because they have to make this cut right here. It's a 45-degree angle and there's more material and it's pretty tedious. That cost right there is probably like $1,000 extra just to do the waterfall. Looks like they got maybe half of the kitchen done. I'm sure they're doing the vanities. Let me see. Right here we got one of the vanities installed. Also the countertop contractor is the one who installs the countertops, and then also they hang the sinks. Here's the sinks that I'm doing. They are just normal white sinks that are undermount. They get kind of sucked up and glued to the bottom of the countertop. So here's the one. I'm doing the same one for all the vanities. That's the bathroom vanity. And then here's the sink I'm doing for the kitchen. Stainless steel because all the appliances are stainless steel. The faucet will be stainless steel, big sink. And that one will be an undermount to the bottom of the countertop as well. I bet they still have another hour or two, and then we'll pick it back up and show the full finished product on the carpentry, the cabinets, of course, the interior doors, and the countertops once they're all finished. Okay, so all of the carpentry and countertops are finished. I ended up going with this gray countertop material in the kitchens and then white countertops in the bathrooms on the vanities, and I think they turned out really good. Went with the waterfall island on both sides here. I'm pretty sure I paid anywhere from probably $700 to $900 extra just for this waterfall feature on the island. And then here we also did gray countertops on the back cabinets, as well as this 4-inch backsplash. And that backsplash kind of serves the purpose of, you know, whenever you're getting food and water and stuff, spilling stuff, it keeps it and protects the wall in the back and gives you a surface to clean up against too. They look great, quartz countertops. And for the cabinets, here they are. They are I think they're called frameless, European style frameless cabinets. They're prefab cabinets. That means prefabricated, where I purchased them from a supplier. They assembled them and then delivered them to the job site, where all my guys had to do is take them, hang them on the wall, level them, screw them in. and they're a really actually high quality product. They have soft closed doors, so your door's not just gonna slam whenever you close it. Pretty sleek looking cabinets. Went with this gray wood grain along the back on the bases. And then for right here, I went with black, but I fully intended on doing a blackout countertop with black right here, black on the front. Wasn't able to do that, but overall I think it still looks good. Here's the handles. These gray handles here look pretty good, kind of sleek looking. And that's the cabinets. Let's go look at some interior doors. So here are the interior doors along with the door trim and whatnot. Carpentry kind of gets not too interesting in the door trim and the baseboards and all that. It's not that interesting, but we just went with 1x4 door trim. And then the interior doors are a smooth panel, kind of sleek design, modern looking interior door. They have a hollow core. That means there's nothing inside, it's just hollow inside, but it's for a rental property, so I'm not gonna pay for solid core doors for a rental investment property. But they do look good. They match the kind of modern style of the house. And then for the baseboards here, I just went with a 1x6. This is pine, 1x6 pine baseboard. And for the most part, that makes up all of the carpentry. Well, besides the pantry. We have the pantry here and then one linen closet where the carpenter installed shelving. Just try to, it's a small pantry, but I think it's efficient, honestly, for how small it is. The carpenter did, the only bad thing he did is he busted up a bunch of the drywall whenever they were installing the doors and stuff, made a bunch of damage on the drywall, so I had to get that touched up. And the last part of the carpentry is the closet. So here's the master closet, decent size storage. I went with metal handrails here, so they'll be a little stronger instead of going with the wooden dowel rods that bend whenever you put a bunch of clothes on there. Also went with some upgraded black hangers. That way I just don't have any problems with these shelves in the future. And then instead of putting hang rods here, I put some shelves here for storage. Maybe not the best design, not a closet designer, but it's okay. And let's go look at the other closets. Here is just a little basic linen closet where I put in some wood shelves. You can put blankets or towels or whatever you want to put in there. And here is guest closet number 1. Got some shelves, 2 hanging rods. Here's one where you can hang some longer clothes. And here's the smallest guest closet. Kind of same design, shelves, hanging rods. And that makes everything for the carpentry. So for the cost for the countertops and for the carpentry, here are the numbers. The countertops, I paid one contractor to supply the material and labor, turnkey, and that cost was $6,100 for the quartz countertops. Next, the cabinet material, which is everything I ordered pre-assembled for all the cabinets and for all of the vanities, cost $7,813. All of the interior doors, I think there was like 12 interior doors, cost $2,975 for material only. And then all of the baseboard material and shelving material cost $1,870. I paid one carpenter to install all the cabinets, hang all the interior doors, and install the baseboards and the shelves. And that contractor, I paid $2,350 in labor. So that wraps up the carpentry and the countertops video. The next video will be on the landscape and the driveway, which will be the very last video for this home build. So make sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on that. Thanks for watching.